Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. This is Kim. Hi, I'm Kim. And whatever. I'm going to do the Tarot Collective for today. Today is Saturday. It is February 7th, 2026. You may follow me on the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. He loves that for you. I love that for you. Whatever doesn't fit, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. So we're going to use Intuitive City Oracle by Rob Barthelman. You can find this at intuitiveintention.com. My Intuitive Intention on Etsy. Okay. Okie doke. We got one on the table. Two on the table. Three on the table, one major. We got five on the table, two major, no reverse. Let's do two more shuffles. This is kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Last shuffle. The light in my neighbor's backyard keeps going off. Bottom of the deck is not that great. And top of the deck just kind of confirms what I was already thinking. All right. All right. So we've got Nine of Cups. We've got King of Pentacles. We've got the Moon. The Moon. The Moon. We've got the Tower. We got Four of Cups. Why did I just want to say 4 stone? Isn't that like how to say weight in like Britain or something? 4 stone? 5 stone? Right? Stone? Like it was like an old-timey way of saying weight. Anyway, 4 of Cups. And bottom of the deck, the 3 of Cups. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. So this is just one person's energy, okay? But this 9 of Cups, this King of Pentacles, like somebody is in a good place in their life, but with the Moon, the Tower, and the 4 of Cups, somebody is coming to some type of personal realization. They're having that moment where they're realizing they're stuck in something. And I'm just going to say it. They're stuck in some type of third-party situation. And it doesn't have to be romantic, right? It doesn't have to be like a love triangle or anything like that. It can be. Take how it resonates for you. But it's like somebody going along and feeling pretty good and everything's going great. And then having that like epiphany moment of like, I'm stuck. Like I'm stuck in a situation that I don't know how to get myself out of. Now, if it is a lover's situation, it's somebody realizing If it's lovers, it's somebody realizing like they have a choice to make. Like yes, somebody could have two lovers, right? Like let's say somebody has a girlfriend, boyfriend, and then somebody has like a friends with benefits. Who do they choose? Like they can't keep seeing the two people. Like each person wants a commitment. So who are they going to choose? It could be something where like someone has friends and they find that they're interested in two friends. And again, if they wanted to take that to the next level, if they wanted to be in a relationship with another person, like who would they choose? It could be somebody realizing that they're stuck in the middle of like a three of cups situation. Like, how do you say that? Like they didn't get chosen. Like they were in, a relationship with someone, and that person was in a relationship with someone, and that person went towards that other person, and now this person is, on the sidelines. If you want to liken this to career, you could say it's career. Like somebody not knowing which job to take, which road to take, right? Like which job is going to be better for me in the long run. It could even be it could even be a person stuck in a friend group that they didn't intend. Well, let me say this. It could be somebody stuck in a friend group that they didn't intend to be in and now they want out. Or it could be somebody stuck in a friend group that they thought like, "Oh, this is a great group of people." But then they look around and they realize like, "I don't think these are my people. Like, how do I get out of this?" You guys know how I feel about the word stuck. We're never stuck. I know it's hard to get out of abusive situations. I know it's hard when you have kids. However, I'm just saying there's no such thing. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always a way out of a situation, a friendship, a lover's connection. And most of the times, abuse aside, most of the times it's really just getting up and saying, okay, I'm not going to be friends with these people anymore. Okay, I'm not going to date these two people anymore. I'm going to settle on one, right? Like, make a decision. Do something that propels you forward and doesn't keep you stagnant, doesn't keep you karmic, doesn't keep you toxic. This could even be somebody having to choose a lover situation between two people and going towards one person and thinking like, "Oh, I made the right choice. This is my person." And then like weeks, months, years later being like, "Oh my god, I made the worst decision ever." like oh, this is not who I should have went towards. Cuz it really just gives the energy of like somebody having to make a choice and the possibility of making the wrong choice, not using your intuition, not listening to messages, not listening to your guides, not listening to God if you believe, and going in the wrong direction and then realizing after the fact, like, holy shit, I went in the wrong direction. And I think that's why we use I'm just going to say this too. Like when you look at this Three of Cups, it actually looks like it should be a fun, positive card, right? But I think that's why we use three means options, right? Like you have more than one option. Three of Cups, like that third party situation. Usually when you're in a third party situation, let's say I'm dating two people and I have to choose between them, right? Like I need to settle on one and date one because I don't want to date two people. And I go towards that person that looks like this, that represents this, right? Because I'm not really, like, I'm drawn to this. Like, this is calling to me, right? Like, ooh, third party, happy, three people, Three of Cups, it's happy. Look at how attractive it is. Like, it's calling my name, right? And I go towards this person, and then I look back and I see this other person, continuing to live with their life, get over me, date other people. And I realize, like, I thought the grass was greener over here, but that was the green grass all along. That was this all along. Because it gives, when you think about it, the Three of Cups, third party, when you attribute to third party to that, it's really all illusion. It's like believing the illusion, right? Not listening to your intuition, not asking for messages and guidance. And just thinking, well, like I dated this person already for 9 months, but look at this new bright, shiny thing. Let me go towards this. And that's another thing too. I feel like when you get yourself into situations where you actually are with a good person, actually with somebody that compliments you pretty well and you compliment them, but then you get up and you go towards the greener grass. I feel like that's why after the fact, a lot of us tend to get people from the past that we don't want because it's like, oh, are you going to be tempted by this too? You want to go towards this too? You think this grass is greener? And that's why we always say, like, don't go towards people from the past because it's an illusion. Pardon me. These are all just my thoughts and opinions, by the way. But yeah, there's something about a third party type situation. And again, third party doesn't always have to be relationships. Like I said, this could be career, but take how it resonates for you. Because it very much gives having to make a decision and then also realizing, like, oh shit, like I'm probably not making the right decision or I didn't make the right decision. But it's funny though, because like whoever this person is with the Nine of Cups, the King of Pentacles, like they're doing very well for themselves. Like all other aspects of their life are pretty good. And if this is love, it's like God saying, okay, I'm going to give you your money, right? I'm going to give you your pentacles. I'm going to fill your cup. I'm going to make sure you're happy. But guess what? When it comes to love, that's where the test comes in. Whereas some people get tested in money, right? Like some people, they're not as well off. They get tested, they don't pass. Somebody spends too much money, whatever the case may be. God isn't necessarily going to fill your cup until you start filling it yourself. We've talked about that before. I'm also getting to, like, whoever this is being fulfilled, like on the money side of their life, with the moon, the tower, the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Cups. Like, this could be somebody realizing, like, okay, that part of my life is great, but my relationships aren't necessarily that great. Like, I have to work on my relationships. It could be that too. Take how it resonates. Like, let's say somebody's a lawyer, they went to law school, they did what they needed to do. Now they're a lawyer. They finally made it into the firm. They're going to be partner, within a year or two. They're doing well for themselves, right? They're doing really well. But let's say they don't really talk to their parents. They see their parents like twice a year. Let's say they have a sister. She got married and had 2 kids. They never met the 2 kids. They never met their niece and their nephew. Let's say this person has a girlfriend or a boyfriend that they've been with for 5 years. They see him once a week because they're so busy with work. It's like somebody doing really great wealth and abundance wise, but relationship wise, they need to work on it. Like, they're flailing. I don't want to say failing, they're flailing. Yeah, it could be that too. Just somebody realizing, like, they're doing really well for themselves, but all their relationships are at a standstill because they don't have time. They don't have time to nurture those connections. And if you're not going to nurture the connection, why would the other person, Again, take how it resonates. And again, it doesn't even necessarily have to be relationships. It could be career, hobby, it could be anything. I don't know why I'm picturing like one of those big vaults, like how they used to have like in banks. Used to. I'm assuming most banks don't do that anymore, but they used to have like a huge vault where they would keep all the money, where they would probably have like the safety deposit boxes, something like that. Like they'd have the big vault door, that you have to code to open. Almost like whoever this was could have possibly worked on their money, right? Worked on their career and then put their heart under lock and key. If you want to talk about relationships, like somebody working on themselves and then at the end of the day realizing, well, I haven't found my person. I haven't met my significant other, my divine counterpart, my soulmate, because I've just been holding that part of myself away, locking that away, locking under lock and key, right? Somebody coming to the realization, okay, like I'm ready to move forward. Like I'm ready to meet someone and date someone and get married and have kids and settle down and have a family. Like I want that part of my life. Again, many possibilities here. Take how it resonates. I think I'm going to leave it there because I could go on all day about different scenarios and everything like that, but I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope everybody has a lovely evening. Just a reminder, tomorrow is Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Congratulations if you're going to watch it. I will not be, and I'm okay with that. I was really hoping the Bears would make it. They did so good this season. I'm not even a football fan. I'm not even really a Bears fan, even though I've always wanted to go to a game at Soldier Field. I got to admit it. I'm pretty proud that they got as far as they did. I think that's pretty amazing. Um, but again, it's Sunday. I'll be doing affirmations in the morning. I will more than likely not do readings in the evening, unless for some reason I feel called to. So, again, I hope everybody has a good night. I hope everybody enjoys their Sunday off, and I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Bye.